Good morning, children. Let us start exercise 15.3, question number 1. You take textbook, page number 247. Draw the graphs for the following tables of values with suitable scales on the axis. So here I have drawn this x-axis and y-axis on the graph paper. Here horizontal line shows x-axis. Here you have to put the arrow mark and you have to write x, and the vertical line, that is y-axis, you have to write y here, and there should be origin, x-axis, y-axis and origin. Then you have to mark the numbers 1, 2, 3 as 1 centimeter on x-axis. Here in the box it is given a number of apples and cost in rupees. So number of apples I have taken on x-axis and cost in rupees I have taken on y-axis. That is, the scale is horizontal line 1 unit as 1 apple, vertical line 1 unit as rupees 5. Now we have to plot the points what is given in the box. That is, 1 apple cost 5 rupees. So first you will take from x-axis 1, and 1 apple cost 5 rupees. Here you have to put a point. Then 2 apple rupees 10. So here 1 apple 5 rupees. Just write the coordinate points. 2 apples rupees 10. 3 apples, that is 3 and 15. 3 apples 15 rupees. 4 apples, that x-axis 4 and y-axis 4 apples rupees 20, and 5 apples rupees 25. This way you have to put the points. Now we have to join this line. Now see, here I have drawn the graph. This is the end of the question. Now let us start question number 2. Question number 2, here in this textbook only it is given, there is a box in that distance traveled by a car. The first column it is given time in hours, and second column it is distance in kilometer. So this time in hours I have drawn in x-axis. So this horizontal line is showing time. Here I have put a jack line because I have started from 6, not from 1. So we have to do a jack line. That means continuation is from the middle. So here time it shows on x-axis, that is the horizontal line. Then vertical line shows the distance in kilometers. So here the points are given 6 a.m. how much the distance the car is passed. So 6 and 40. Already I put the point 6 and 40. And at 7 o'clock the car reached 80 kilometers. 8 o'clock the car reached 120 kilometers. 9 hours the car reached 160 kilometers. Now then we have to put all these points. You have to make the straight line. You have to draw a line passing through all these points. Now the questions are asked, how much distance the car cover during the period 7:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. 7:30 a.m. Here you have to see, so this is 7 o'clock, here 8 o'clock, in between that is 7:30 a.m. How much distance the car has passed? So we have to draw, we have to see from here to here, and this line reaches here, that is on distance is on y-axis. So here it comes, that is in between 80 and 120. That means it is 100. Therefore the answer is that here the distance covered during 7:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. the car reached, here see, here it is 7:30 it reached 100 kilometer, and 8 o'clock it reached 120. 7:30 the time the distance is passed is 100 kilometer, and 8 a.m. it reached 120 kilometer. So difference between this 100 and 120 is 20 kilometers. Is it clear? The question is asked here, what was how much distance the car covered during the period 7:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. So first we will see 7:30. 7:30 timing is given on x-axis. So 7:30 is here between 7 and 8. So 7:30 is here. The line passes like this, and here this line touches the graph, this point. Then we have to see where it reaches, that is 100. Then 8 o'clock the car reaches, already we marked it is 120. So the difference between this 100 and 120, it is 20 kilometers. Therefore, distance covered during 7:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. is 120 minus 100 kilometers, that is 20 kilometers. Then second question is asked, what was the time when the car had covered a distance of 100 kilometers since its start? So what time is 100 kilometers since its start? It is, we can see from the graph, it is what time it is start? 100 kilometer the car reaches at 7:30. So answer is that the time when the car had covered a distance of 100 kilometers, you have to see from here, 100 kilometers here, distance is on y-axis. So 100 kilometers the car had covered a distance 100 kilometers since its start was 7:30 time. Now we'll do the third question. Question 3, interest on deposit for a year. This first column is given the deposit, and second column it is given simple interest. So here on horizontal line x-axis, first of all, whenever you draw a graph, you have to draw horizontal line, that is x-axis, and vertical line, that is called y-axis. You have to mark it as x and y and origin. And on the x-axis, deposit is given, that is here scale is taken 2 centimeters, that is 2 unit as 1000 rupees. Here it is 1000, next is 2000. So 2 units as 1000 rupees, then it is 2000 rupees, 3000 rupees, 4000 rupees, whatever is given in the first column, it is 2 units. You can take 1 unit also. 1 unit as 1000 rupees or 2 units as 2000 rupees you can take. But here I have taken 2 units as 1000 rupees. Here on y-axis I have taken this simple interest, that is starting from 80, 160, 240. This should be same. The units in between, the width of this unit should be same. If you are starting here, if it is starting 1 centimeter as 80, next should be here. So like that we have to take. The width of this unit should be same. Here it is 1080, marked already 1000 from x-axis, y-axis it is 80. If you put 1000 rupees, you will get interest at 80 rupees only. Then 2000 rupees you deposit, then you will get 160 rupees. 3000 rupees it is 240, and 4000 rupees it is 320. 5000 rupees it is 400. Now we have to draw this graph. Already I have drawn the graph, and the question is asked, first question is asked, does the graph pass through the origin? This is the origin. Yes, when we can see from the graph that the graph is passing through the origin. Then use the graph to find interest on rupees 2500 for a year. 2500 is coming, 2500 rupees is coming here. So here is asked interest on 2500. You just take the line here, 2500, this, then interest is what you can find out. Here it is 160, here 240, difference is here in between, it will come 200. So interest on rupees 2000 for a year is 250. Here from this graph you have to find out rupees 200. Now question number 3, to get an interest rupees 280, interest it is asked 280. 280 comes where? Here between 240 and 320, 280 will come. So interest is 280, then you have to draw the graph and you have to see how much money you have to deposit. Deposit is on x-axis. How much money you have to deposit? 3,500. When it is asked interest, you have to take it is on y-axis because interest is marked on y-axis. When it is asked this deposit, we have to see from the x-axis. From this graph, you will get it. If you to get an interest 2,280, we have to deposit 3,500 rupees.